All right, hello. Today I'm going to be backtesting August week 2. Right here I kind of wrote down my strategy so I kind of go over it and remember. We'll be locked in this week, hopefully. Hopefully we do good. Um so honestly I don't know how to explain too well, but first I'm going to be looking for like manipulation, so into like a high time frame PDA. I want to look at how price respects it, reacts off it. Um But that's kind of like the main point. I want to look for a manipulation into a high time frame PDA before I take a trade. That's like the main thing. Ideally, true manipulation. So for example, we have ES here. I want both NQ and ES, so I can kind of like drag these down. So we have like NQ here and ES here. Let's say NQ only manipulated into this one. I want both pairs to be in a spot of distribution. NQ hit a high time frame PDA, it can distribute off it. ES hits a high time frame PDA, it can distribute off it. That's like very key for like those high probability setups. And as you can see also SMT here, like it's the SMT at like the lows here or whatever, like that. Or I don't really know how to mark that out, but SMT is also another thing that is optional, but like kind of a cherry on top for what I look for. Liquidity, so I want there to be, we can see here like low resistance liquidity built up. Ideally, whenever you place your trade, you want your stop loss to be high resistant and your take profit to be low resistant. You have a bunch of draws, for example, we're taking a short. We want a bunch of draws below and we want nothing above. We want liquidity that has been swept. We manipulated, we tapped into a high time frame PDA and imbalance, we filled orders, and now we have no more reason to go up. So that's what's going to make, that's what I look for. What else? I also look for an IFVG, inverse fair value gap, and also a CISD is optional, but it kind of just shows you like the displacement, which is very important. How strong is price like disrespecting this value? How strong is price respecting the bias to go like lower in this example? Stop hunt, that's kind of like what's happening here. We tap into a high time frame PDA, we re-sweep that level, making it even more high resistant. So that's what a stop hunt is. A turtle soup is it when we only print a wick above this level. It's kind of more like strong. So yeah, high resistance stop loss, SMT optional. Liquidity, you want everything going towards your take profit. You want nothing above where your stop loss is. And also there's a bunch of other discretional things, I guess you could say, but things like I definitely take into account, which is like very important for me. So like disrespecting versus respecting on, say this is high time frame. What are we respecting? Are we respecting, let me change this back. Are we going to be respecting gaps in a premium and disrespecting gaps on the leg we made up? We're respecting this bearish gap, disrespecting this bullish gap. We're probably going to go lower, right? And then same thing if we tap into this, maybe we retrace back, but no, we're actually respecting this gap, we're inversing this one. Looks like we're going to expect the highs, right? Disrespecting versus respecting. High time frame alignment, that's kind of just like somewhat what I've explained. It goes in with this stuff too, like premium versus discount. Are we in a premium for our trade? Are we in a time premium? For example, here 9:30 opens, we open above 9:30 opening price. 10:30 opens, we open above the opening price again. We manipulate, so we're in a time premium, which is perfect to take shorts in. If we're in a time discount, perfect for longs. And you also want it to align with the price. If we're in a premium for price, that'd be ideal for looking for shorts, and same for discount, ideally looking for longs. What else? Yeah, that's kind of time plus price and premium versus discount. But also you want the high time frame to align. So for example, in this, if this was like the Monday candle, we open higher, Tuesday we open higher, you kind of like applying the same concepts just on like a higher time frame. That's how I like learned it. Um, I'm not a mentor though or anything. I haven't even gotten a payout, nor have I passed the eval, so I'm not credible in any way. Okay, so I'm gonna start, but that's kind of like my strategy. What I look for. All right, let me look at the previous week. So previous week we displaced, oh wow, we've actually respected a lot. We retested the old range. But massive like respect of like bullishness here, going higher. We recently did tap back into this weekly gap. So we can see perhaps a resweep of that high to go lower. Maybe we want to rebalance a little bit. I don't really see that happening though. I see it's kind of just displacing through. We kind of have the same idea here. We're tapping into high time frame PDA. We're distributing out of it, going higher. Let me look at this previous range though. So we're kind of like somewhat accumulating. Price did kind of slow down here once we hit premium, so that can also be something that impacts my decision. We have a bunch of like LR below though, but also kind of manipulation, kind of high resistant. We go up from not the cleanest like distribution though. Right now, I mean, price looks pretty terrible. There's not really any clear imbalances. So ideally, I'll see us kind of resweep the high to go lower. It's like the ideal scenario. Okay. I don't really like anything here. I want to do a 15-minute up here now. I gotta remember to check ES too, because it's very important. Nah, we don't really have anything. Today looks like pretty low probability. I'd want to wait till like on the high time frame, we like, I don't know, take out this LR we've generated. We leave it and go higher and kind of get like better structure. Right now, it doesn't look the best. Nothing that I like. No manipulation or anything. Ten a.m. Opens kind of higher. What was this? This was equilibrium of. Oh, that's like the entire range. I want to see. Well, of this obviously, or even this. Nah. Yeah, today looks pretty low probability. I'd rather not trade it. We can see how we react off this 15-minute gap though. Tap into it. Looks like we're displacing through it. So yeah, again, we have nothing really that signals anything. We missed this internal low. We could have, that would have been actually a lot better to see for us to go, because we also sweep this LR here, but we didn't get that. Nor did we get anything else. Yeah. I wonder if ES took it out. Oh, ES did take it out. But it's not in an imbalance on ES. Oh, it is a 30-minute ITL. But no true manipulation, so. Although it does look good. No true manipulation. Nice, so that session actually looked not too bad. I just wish NQ would have actually manipulated. Oh wow, it looks like we dumped like right back down and then start accumulating. Oh no. All right, well, it's next day. 9:30. Oh my god. Okay, so it looks like we are displacing higher through this gap, daily gap, weekly gap as well. So if that's what price wants to do, I want to see kind of a continuation. So we tap down into this 30-minute gap. We are in a 4-hour gap. We're in the daily. Again, today doesn't really look that good either. Could see 9:45 opens higher, going higher again, lower now. We're inversing things. 15-minute gap down here. Generating like sell side liquidity. ES is like starting to take that out. ES looks a little bit more bearish. Maybe 1030 does something. Go lower. Tap into that gap. You get inversion out of it. Wait till that closes. So is that 15-minute gap we made? We took out some liquidity. ES swept out that. 4-hour candle inverse this. We're looking pretty good displacement wise. I don't know. I'm not really a fan. We have a high time frame PDA here. We have LR. We didn't take out an NQ. Doesn't look like the best. Yeah, it's just like LR at your stop loss. That's like the main concern. Yeah. I like how ES has like slanted highs though. This will be a pretty I'm definitely gonna be watching ES on this. Because well, that was also 1030 PO3. So there we go. Nice. I don't really like how price action has been, or at least how it was like the day prior. What did we end up doing? We ended up kind of just accumulating. So yeah, and this kind of like, it's very hard to read. So that trade was all right in my opinion. Mechanically, I mean, yeah, you're tapping the high time frame PDA. You have some LR above inversion. I just don't like if the true bias of today is going higher. I like to see 930 open lower to manipulate rather than kind of just chop around and then make a new gap and then go. Okay, next day, see what we ended up doing. So yeah, we're displacing through this range. It is what, Wednesday now. It looks like we're just gonna kind of go up from here. Where's EQ? Or oh, we're edging EQ. I'd like to see us straight up to there. Looks like we have, oh no, we traded into that, unfortunately. But it seems from yesterday, we have kind of just gone up, gone higher. All right, this seems like news. Yeah, 8:30 news. But that manipulated a lot. We have this. Tap into this high time frame gap. Again, not that much like imbalances to play off of at all. Potential Judas here. We edge this 30-minute, well, not really edge, but 1 hour above. We are in a 4-hour. We're not in like EQ of it or anything though. We do resweep these highs. On ES, this doesn't really look good because we don't really have that much good liquidity. I mean, we have data lows. You kind of have that accumulation, manipulation. We take out data highs. I mean, I'd want to go for like kind of like a mech model almost, going from internal range liquidity to external, but we don't have that much internal. Our only target is really this data low here. I like how we have CISD. ES didn't take out that high though, so I'm gonna fade this. Wonder what, maybe you would have gotten 1-to-1. Probably not, unless we go down from here. You would hit 1-to-1, but not really anything I'm interested in. It seems like we can actually get a play higher from here, which is going to be higher probability. And I know this is technically an SMT, or SMT here, but like, I don't know. It's just like cool as an SMT, but it's like true manipulation would have been better. Especially on a day like this where we have this weird candle that's kind of messing up everything. But I would like to see us like 10, 15 open or something. Maybe get us a resweep. For 4 minute. Nice healthy inversion. Pretty close to 10 a.m. or 10:30. We have LR. Looks like ES is starting to take it out. We're in a time discount for 10 a.m. and kind of pretty much this entire session. So kind of like this trade built up LR. Price, we reswept that low in this internal low. Pretty good rejection on the 4-hour. And I do think we're going to distribute higher. We just kind of had this weird play because of the data. So I'm scared of. We have 10 a.m., 10:30 a.m. Literally now. Yeah, open lower. At least we get a resweep. Perhaps we get a reentry. I wonder if there's a 15-minute or something. No, we had some above, which actually looks even better for longs. Perhaps we'll get a play. Okay, I'm gonna take another stab at this. I do really like, I'll put this like, all right, down here. Target this high. I do like how 10:30 PO3 manipulated again. I'm hoping we're not just like creating trendline liquidity down though. We can see. And it looks like we hit. Nice. Nice trade. I wonder if I would have targeted like the full range or something. Or at least 2R, get back. Oh, yeah, you would have hit it eventually. Session would have ended though. Where did I hit? I got this high. So we hit pretty close to end of session, so that's nice. End of session, you really don't really know, but we chop around since lower volatility, will we slowly, fulfill your trade. All right, so nice little like break even day there. I think we secured a little bit more R, like 0.18. But a nice little get back. Yeah, I probably should have waited till 10:30. What was it? I think it was like 10:23 or something when I took the trade. Definitely want to wait for that extra confirmation if I want like ultimate probability high win rate. Even though my win rate is like 60 right now. All right, so yeah, displacing through the weekly. I wonder if we have like a monthly candle or like, no, we don't. We didn't take out this kind of internal low here. but we are heavy rejection. We're displacing through this. We are in a premium. Oh, that was another thing, that last trade we wanted to be in premium, but we were close to premium. Not been marking out this. All right, let's see. Again, respecting, disrespecting, bearish, respecting, going higher, displacing. I don't see us hitting that. We have 30-minute opening up here. Let's see what price does. Okay, we resweep that high on both pairs. I'm pretty sure, I mean, this definitely looks like it's going to play out too. I mean, what would your RR have to be? Yeah, I'm not taking this, but I can definitely see a play higher from here. Well, you would have gone stopped out. That's why you don't take pattern trades like that. Wow, I actually really thought it would have at least played down to here. Okay, let me see if there's any. We have like lower time frame gaps here, but overall this is like a 4 hour. We're just like fully displacing through, which is why I'd like to see us trade into like at least 15-minute now. Trade lower and then be able to get caught higher. Looks like this day would be a caught day though. We didn't manipulate anything, so I don't want to take that 5-minute. I like to see us generate highs here. 10:30. Run above. It's a new 30-minute. I don't think we're going to get a trade today. If you use high time frame 5-minute as high time frame PDA, then you probably would have caught something, but not what I do. Did ES even do anything? I need to check ES. Nah, ES looks terrible. It's already 11. It is now Friday, the last day. Looks like we've had a bit of a retrace. Tap this gap. We have this 4 hour down here. 1 hour here. Oops. Open a 30-minute right here. Open lower. 15-minute. ES opened higher. Okay, we tap into that 30-minute, but terrible like low time frame structure. Okay, that's a better manipulation. I just don't. Maybe 1-minute CISD. Yeah, but then again, I don't know. We could be seeking this 4 hour gap. Here is 9:30 open. We did manipulate above. It is 9:45 though, so this is the 9:45 candle opening. It opens lower, which you don't want to see because open low, then it's a high close. But if it's an open high, then it's a low close. No, but not, we didn't get that perfect like structure, and that's what I'd rather see. What is it? What am I? There you go. See what 10 a.m. does. That looks really good. Generated. Oh, we have to sweep liquidity though. Okay, there we go. Oh wow, you don't really get a gap, huh? Oh well, you would have kind of taken this right here. This 15-second. Man, I don't know why it looks so bad. Ooh, we have a 1 hour that we edged. ES tapped into it though. Nice. Well, we have a 4 hour above as well. Only ES. I don't like how NQ kind of edged this. Perhaps 10-15 opens. Yep, open higher. Dang, bro, we're not gonna get no sort of like anything. Wow. Yeah, I don't think we get anything today. We're in a 15-minute gap as well. So I wouldn't want to take a short. We'll probably just chop around for the rest of the day. We end up going lower, but if we get like a 5-minute comp, which we don't. Oh wait, 5-minute. Oh yeah, we don't. And price doesn't even clear out the LR before. Would have been stopping you out. Crazy. And then in that 15-minute, yeah, it doesn't look that good. I guess ES took out some LR. Not the best day. Not the cleanest day. Not really any trades I like. So that's Friday, right? Yeah, so that's gonna be it. So this week wasn't we didn't really, well, man, only 2 trades, 2 days we traded. One day was green, one day was a loss and then a win, so we're break even. Not that good of a day, but I definitely learned some things there. Like I feel like I've been better at like kind of seeing when price action's like, it's not gonna be the most high probability, and like, okay, yeah, we see that the trade failed, or like it was super bad distribution or chop, or just playing it safe is kind of like the best thing you can do in the long run. Unlike I was doing in like say like February. Oof. Just like taking every single trade for the sake of like it being backtesting or like whatever. We've been doing a bit better though. June looks pretty good. July looks alright. August looking good so far. So we'll see tomorrow's Monday how I'll perform in the live markets.